In communication, the 7 C's is very much important. What are the 7 C's? Let us see. First one is clarity. See, whatever you want to communicate, communicate it in simple sentences. Don't ever use complex or compound sentences. The words should be very simple that others are able to understand. You should not use fussy expressions. Fussy words, complex sentences, complex words will not give you a clear vision of what you want to say. So, whatever you want to say it in short sentences. It should be crystal clear for the audience, and only then the audience will receive it. You will get attracted towards the audience. The second one is completeness. When you want to say a message, say that message with all the required information. For example, you want to give a test to a class. What you have to do? You have to give the portion, you have to give the type, what are the type of questions you are going to ask, a model question paper, marks, which period you are going to give the test, the date of the test, all this information should be there. So likewise, whatever message you are going to say or deliver, have a complete information and then deliver the message. The third one is conciseness. Whatever message you say it crisply. Don't elaborate. Don't give a long story. Others will not have the patience to listen. The audience will lose their interest. So, what you have to do is talk precisely but say whatever you want to say. Next one is concreteness. The fourth one, what we are seeing is concreteness. That is, the words what you say should be facts. Suppose you are going to talk about a survey or research. You should have the facts, you should have the figures, you must have the diagrammatic representation of everything. So, there should not be any imagination. So, whatever you express, it should be truthful, factful. Fifth one is courtesy. See, the words, what you use to the audience should be courteous, friendly, approachable, and only then the audience will be towards you. They will have the interest in listening to you. Don't use harsh words. Don't change your reaction. The sixth one is correctness. When you use a language, that language should not have any grammatical mistakes. The verbs what you use, the words what you use, the terms what you say should be appropriate and correct. And that will create a trustworthiness in you. And people will tend to listen to your speech, lecture, or the message what you are conveying to them. The last one, seventh one is consideration. You have to consider the audience. What type of audience you are giving the lecture, whether they are students or they are grown-up people, public people, staff members, or members working in some association. See the target group. Then take into consideration what subject you are going to talk. So according to the target group, you have to talk. That is very important. So these are the 7 C's what you have to consider while speaking, while communicating. Only then the communication will be effective and everyone will be able to understand. What are the steps to improve the communication skills? First of all, you have to improve your LSRW skills. That is, you have to improve your listening skill, your speaking skill, your reading skill, and writing skill. All these 4 skills, if you improve, automatically your confidence level will improve, your vocabulary will improve, and you will be able to communicate well. This will not come in a day. You have to practice, and only the practice makes a man perfect. The coordination of the body and the words play a vital role in communication. That is, verbal and non-verbal communication makes you efficient. You have to speak slowly. You all know slow and steady wins the race. Don't speak fastly. If you speak fast, people will not be able to grasp it very soon. They may lose some of the points what you are saying. So that will not give a completeness in your talk. They will not be able to understand completely. So speak slowly. Make other people also to participate in your communication. When you speak, speak with positivity. That is very important. The attitude which we speak should be positive. If the people are not able to understand, if the audience is not able to grasp what you are telling, tell them some examples, tell them some stories. Understand. By your communication, you must build a trust in others. It should be two-way communication. Only then it will be very useful. It should not be a monologue. You must have the ability to build a rapport among others. Try to create a good relationship among everyone. Brilliance should be known to others by the way you communicate to them. So, how will they be attracted towards you? The tone you use, the reaction was what you give, your facial expressions, all these things play a vital role. Why am I stressing on this is because your body language plays an important role along with your verbal communication to be attracted towards the people, towards the audience. And when you speak, speak in a relaxed manner. Don't get tensed. Don't get irritated. Don't get worried. What is actually communication skill? How can you improve the skill? It is actually like riding a bicycle. When you first ride a bicycle, you will fall down. Regularly, if you practice, you will be able to ride it very fastly. You can cycling it. Cycling will be very fast. So also typing. First, when you start typing, you will make lot of mistakes, but regular practice will make you perfect. And so also is communication. Once you practice it regularly, automatically your skill will improve. The benefits of communication. So you may ask me, so you are telling to improve this. By improving this, what I am going to get? See, it will make you understand about a particular person and the particular situation, and you may be able to handle that particular situation in a better way if you have a good communication skill. Then your communication ability will make you connect to many people, and it will help you to take a decision in a solving a problem. When you have the capacity to take a decision, automatically your self-confidence will improve. You will be in a position to create a constructive relationship with everyone. Words are very powerful. It is the powerful drug which is used by the mankind. You would have known about Mark Antony's speech in Julius Caesar. Words are mightier than sword. So think before. Your effective communication will increase your self-esteem, and you will have the ability to promote team building. Your team will work well when you communicate with them, when you understand their problems, when you interact with them and get the ideas from them. When you are able to have a good coordination, the level of commitment will improve. You will get good projects. You will have the clarity. You will be able to work towards the direction of success and progress. So good relationship will be created Once you have good communication ability, you will become stronger when you listen, and you will become smarter when you share. When I say communication, you communicate with each other. If you have a problem with a particular person, talk with that particular person and try to solve the problem. Don't go and talk about others. Don't talk about each other. Talk with each other. That is very, very, very important. The goals of communication. Why do we communicate? We communicate either to explain. We communicate to give or get some information. We communicate to inform about something. We communicate to motivate somebody. We communicate to gain people's attention. These are the goals of communication. This is why we communicate. As a conclusion, I want to give 2 or 3 quotations which made a great impact on me. See, one by Nelson Mandela. If you talk to a man in a language he understands, that goes to his head. If you talk to him in his language, that goes to his heart. I think it is very clear. It shows how well you have to communicate. As a conclusion, I want to say this: whatever job you are, whether you are a principal, whether you are a head of the organization, whether you are a teacher, whether you are a professor, whoever it is, your success will be determined by 5% of your academic credentials. So, academically, whatever be your qualification, either you are a PhD holder, whether you have completed your NET, SLET, you have all the degrees with you. It is only for the 5% of your success, and 15% of your success is by your professional experience. The way you have your experience and the way you do things according to the experience. That is, it may be 10 years, 20 years. Sometimes what happens is a person with 2 years experience are able to communicate well, do a job very well than a person with 20 years of experience. A person who has a high academic record may not be able to make the student understand when compared to a staff member who has a normal academic record. So that depends upon your ability, communication talent. But 80% of your success is through communication skill. Only when you improve your communication skill, you will be able to get the full success. So 80% is communication skill, and 15% is your professional experience, and only 5% is your academic credentials. So I think you know how much important communication is. Last but not the least, I want to tell you one point and complete it. Communication is a key of every relationship. Anybody in this world needs relationship. Nobody can be alone. And if you want to improve your communication, you must not stop communicating. When you stop communicating, waiting for other to call you first, it means you are showing your ego and attitude. And then one day you will realize that you have lost the most important person from your life. So don't go for ego. Don't create that attitude. If you want to communicate with someone, if you want to talk to a friend, call your friend, talk. Don't shout at him telling, why didn't you call me? If you don't communicate with them, sometimes you may lose them. You may not be able to communicate with them again. So I want all of you to communicate well and lead a very good life, peaceful life, successful life. Thank you.